Hello, hello, hello. Oh gosh, everything is all messed up. Happy Friday. Happy Friday. Happy Friday. I was trying to fix my iPad in the holster. So I was moving it. It pops out the holster while the intro is playing, knocks over my Red Bull. Red Bull's all over my desk. Happy Friday. Don't mind me. I'm just cleaning. Anyways, good morning, Brioni. Hi, Sue. Hi, Mac. Howdy. Hi, Cheryl. Hi, Lisa. How are you? Hi. Hello, 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 hello. Yeah, I know. Hi, Sandra. Sheila. How are ya? Angela. How are ya? Yes, the chaos started like literally the tablet went and I caught it in my hands, but which this you guys know is always over here on the coaster because Troy makes sure. Well, I was just sipping on it, so then it smacked that and pink went all over. But hey, at least it wasn't like poop mania or anything like yesterday. Hey, Nicole. Hi, Roxanne. Yeah, you didn't need that drink anyways. No, nah. Hi, Laveda. You never go anywhere. I know. Hi, Laurel. How are you? Are you off early today? It's a Friday. Y'all, yesterday was a minute. I watched the beginning of yesterday's live to see what happened. At least it didn't happen right before the cleaning lady. Y'all, so then, oh, I hope so, Lisa. So then I guess like Poop Mania was so exhausting to him. So then he took a nap. So guess who ran amok all night long? He didn't even go with me to go get Trevor because he was sleeping. He went to sleep right after I went live because there's usually about an hour and 15 minutes before I have to leave here. Yeah. So then he was running amok all night long. But keep it down. Sorry. You don't want me when you got to keep it down. You know I have a loud, big mouth. Hi, good evening, Jill. But yeah, so I go to get Trevor and I'm like, Trev, hurry up, come down because your brother is home asleep. And Nick was asleep too. So I text Nick to let Nick know just in case he woke up, like, hey, Troy's at the house. He's in his room asleep. Hi, Tina. Hi, Stephanie. So on the way home, I am like, Trev, how was your day? Well, every time he gets in the car, I'm like, hi, son, how was your day? He's like, oh, blah, blah, blah. So I hit him. I'm like, ask me how my day was. Go ahead. Ask me how my day was. And he's like, how was your day, Mom? Because, you guys kind of got the gist of what I was saying, but I hadn't vocalized like the trauma that I was going through yesterday. So I start telling, your brother did this, and then it went on this, and then the rug, he missed all the rugs, and then I went on and it went in the grout, and I had to go, and it was up the stairs, and Trevor's cracking up the entire time. And I'm like, it's not funny. He was like, okay. Yeah, so he got full in detail because I couldn't tell you guys. Is Ari here? I don't see Ari. Hola, Ari. Hi, Mama. Yeah, so, oh, there she is. You've seen her quick, Trees. I didn't even see her. But yeah, so he got all full play-by-play what exactly I was going through, and oh my gosh, and he was just like, he was cracking up. He thought it was just the funniest thing. Yeah, boys think that it's hilarious. Oh, and then as you know, I said yesterday, oh, my FedEx guy, he's always early. He keeps good time. The molds will be here before I go live because he's always here before I go live. Of course, he's not here yet. Of course. So when we hear the dogs go crazy and the ding dong go, I will answer the door and show you the molds. But I don't know if anybody noticed, but I missed a couple of molds. The ribbon, the like other ornaments, and like a trim. So those are coming. They'll be here on Tuesday. So if you're wondering why some of the molds weren't in my store, that's why. And if you want those, if you know what I'm talking about, and if you want those, let me know if you want me to hold your order, and I'll hold your order and just add them onto it. Also, if you missed out on the little village and the blank ornaments, I ordered more of those. Those are coming with the molds that I missed. Apparently, I didn't go far enough down because I thought that it was some other stuff that I wasn't interested in. But yeah, so I missed. Oh no, Sue, I totally missed them because Shannon was like, well, if you happen to get the ribbons, or if you and I was like, what ribbons? What are you talking about? So I went to go look, and I missed a whole lot of them. So if you guys don't know what I'm talking about, I will try to show you just on my phone. I'm not going to try to open up a bunch of stuff. But I missed this mold. So that will be in the shop. They shipped it out already. I don't know if it'll be here on Monday because sometimes they count Saturday and it's here on Monday, but by the latest Tuesday. And then I also missed this mold. So the molds that I have in the shop are the blank ones, but I missed this one. Now there's another one that has like, I didn't get that one because IOD has a bunch of I don't know. I just didn't feel like that one was different enough, so I didn't get it. So that one will be in the shop. And then the last one that I missed was these cute little things. How cute would those look on the ornaments? So those three plus the restock of the little village, the houses, and the blank baubles will be here. Like I said, I don't know if they're gonna count tomorrow. Sometimes they do, the way that they redesign ships to me, and it will. Yeah, so Ari, like if you want me to hold yours and you want any of those, let me know and I will hold it and then just add it so you don't have to pay shipping and then me refund you. Or anybody, hi Cynthia Diane, or anybody else. It was really weird, and I know what happened. I know, aren't the ribbons cute? And they're tiny too. I know what happened. There was like some Alice in Wonderland stuff in there, and some other things, and I thought that was the bottom of the listing, and I was like, I don't want to bring those in. I mean, if somebody requests them, I would bring them in. So I stopped. And thank goodness Shannon asked me yesterday for the ribbons, and I was like, what ribbons? Nothing has ribbons. Ribbons. Ribbit. Okay. So yes, if you want me to hold your order, I know everybody loves the ribbons. Y'all didn't tell me. Well, we didn't even know. But yeah, so whenever the guy gets here, I'll show you the other stuff. So anyways, I should have never said, he's always on time. He's always here. Because then look, he didn't even show up yet. And I keep getting notifications that was going to be here between 10:45 and 12:15. I don't know how they tell time, but that's the wrong time. Also, I don't know if you guys know that I have these in the shop. I've had them in there since last year. Hi, Kathy. Tons of them. All right, let's get my desk on the screen, figure out what we're doing today. Please get like one strand of hair that goes across my eyeball, literally. And it's so annoying. You're gonna make me sit on my phone, aren't you? Okay, I'll sit on my phone. Nick just got home. Just now. He's been up for more than 24 hours. See, this is what was happening. I moved my iPad like this and it went bloop earlier. Get out of here. Okay, so you guys remember we had these 2 packs that are messed up because I was the only one retailer that got packs with multiple pages. The only one in the world, and I quite mean that literally, the only one in the world. So I was thinking, maybe we could do a couple of little cute little ornaments because I really wanted to put these pretty doves on an ornament. And then do, can I help you? Are you supervising again? And then do like some cute, see, we really, see if I have the ribbon. Why did I not think that the ribbon, anyways, but then I also primed, I found my Rust-Oleum primer and had enough to do the top. Oh, there's a run. But not the back. And there was a price tag on here. And then the person who ever wanted to make sure they got credit, because on the price tag had their initials DH, and then they Sharpied it on the back of this. So, but then I was also thinking about doing the tray with the birdies. With the birdies. You know, the I love you birdies, because there's 3 of them, because I just think that would be really pretty. I don't know. Hi, Cindy. Cindy, it wasn't until I packed your order yesterday that I realized that the first time that you ordered through me that I didn't realize that it was you. And I said thank you to your husband when on the thank you card. I'm sorry, Cindy. I said thank you to you yesterday. How big are the medallion baubles? Oh, is that why she put 10 centimeters? Yes. These are amazing. I love these. I have like a gajillion of them. I got a gajillion of them last year, and I don't think anybody remembered that I had them. Okay, so I don't know. Should we start on the bob? Well, I guess we need to paint first anyways. So I guess we can paint. Thank you. You're the best. I guess we can base these because neither. I hate when you guys do that. It's crazy. We'll base these with some Waverly plaster, and then we'll figure out what to do first because neither one of them are very difficult. Hi, Sandy Hankelman. Hi, Cindy Truitt. I will PM you. They're impossible to get. Oh, Jill, I told you, anytime you need something, I will most definitely get them for you or send them to you. I don't have an issue with doing that. And you'll probably get it in a day or 2 because for some reason, anytime I ship out of the country, they get it very quickly. Oh, I have some news for you guys. Tomorrow on DQ will be, oh my God, Kimberly from yesterday's tomorrow. I can't believe my computer just did that. The next day will be, or the next weekend after that will be, my computer just shut down. The next weekend after that will be Lisa Ahmad. I don't want to say her page name. I know it. Is it Craft Therapy with Lisa Ahmad? Yep. Craft Therapy with Lisa Ahmad. That'll be her first time on with us, which is really exciting. Why did my computer turn off? And then on the 30th, I'll be on. Like, I know that I'm always on, but I'll be the creator on the 30th. Be afraid. Be very afraid. I'm just saying. Hi, Phyllis. Do you guys have a preference of what we do? Hi, Patricia. Hi, Patty. I don't know what the dealio is, y'all. That, I didn't even do anything. Like, I can't even, Troy wasn't here. I didn't do anything. So, I don't know why it just shut off. I even turned the computer off yesterday like a good girl and let it do its update and all that stuff. Rude. So rude. Yeah, so, yeah. Y'all know I don't do things in an hour. So we'll see how well that goes. I don't know. All right, here I come. Here I come to save the day. Yeah, no, not really. Come on now. Get me on there. Oh, I got to add it to studio. I got to put it in the studio first. My bad. Okay. Now what's happening? Oh, it's not him. It's my mail lady. Oh, it's not FedEx. It's my mail lady. Okay, so I was going to say, really, when we get everything turned back on, then it's time to check out the molds. All right, so let's clean these little babies off with some isopropyl alcohol, and then we will paint this. So I will paint the bottom of this, but I've got to put some bonding primer at the bottom first before I do that. And my spray, I need another can for that, and that's not going to be here until later on today. Hi, Diane Dunkelman. How are you? All right, so I'm just going to clean these. Troy's uninterested. It wasn't Amazon, UPS, or FedEx. He doesn't realize that the mail lady does bring us stuff and not just takes the packages. So he doesn't, you know, want me to hurry up and answer the door. Hi, Barbara Ross. It's been thundering with very little rain. Oh. Thundering with no rain? Just loud thunderstorms? Hi, Mary Sharkey. Okay, so these are white already, so I hate to put on another paint of white on them. And then, so hold on a minute. Let me see. Obviously, I don't need 2 pages. So we didn't get a complete pack, right? Because there was the 1 page missing out of these, right? Yeah. I mean, the other packs that I have are now complete, but, you know, like I said, the only person in the whole wide world. So what am I looking at here? These all had the same. Okay, so did I do that right? That's right. Okay. So those are the only ones that I have. Okay, so I think on one of them I want to put this, and I'm thinking. Do I want to do two or just one and do the front and back? Hey, where's my big mama jammas? Oh, there they are. Oh, really, Cheryl? Wow. Oh, and obviously Sacred Night collection. And I do want to resin these, so I think what we might do on this though is use the UV resin since it's just the tiny ones, and then I don't have to wait all night long. So, do I have a, yeah, I have the UV flashlight out here. I think we'll just UV resin the ornaments. What do you guys think? Should I just do a front and back, or should we do two? Maybe two, and then do like stenciling on the back, maybe. Okay, do I want anything from this? I think I want that to go up there. Oh, well, I don't need to cut a whole nother sheet though. We have it on here. And then we'll do, here we go, cutting the little pieces that like to run away. Let's point that down so we can try to not have that. Which one of these are going to be shaped right? It might be too big. Is it too big? Is that one smaller than that one or no? Yeah, it is. Sue and Treese are going at it. Are they done? I haven't looked up. Hi, Miss Donna Sue. Hi, Terry. How are you? Hi, Joanne. The ornaments are 10 centimeters, I think they're 4-inch. I believe. So from, yeah, I think they're just shy of 4 inches. Terry, did you get my, I don't know, Wendy. I don't know if you were here when I was talking about a lot of emails were going to junk mail. So if it said that it came back unopened, then it didn't get to me. Can you try it again? And it's terry@decoupagequeen.com. Hi, Valerie. Okay, so let's put, now the wings are going to kind of go over, but that's okay. I'm not mad at that. And I am going to leave it in its just raw state. And then we're going to more than likely put that up there, but it seems like it's going to still be too big, even though that's the smaller one. I'm going to pop these off really quickly so the little tassel doesn't get in my way. Okay. So I might change that little holly back to that one, or maybe a star. Okay. What I did, let's move this. Actually, before we do that, oh, pooper scoopers, I still didn't fill this up. Let's put a coat of paint on this, so this can be sitting over there drying, and then we'll do the ornaments. Troy? Do you have any plans for the weekend? Anybody doing anything fun? Or maybe you're not doing anything at all and you're just relaxing. That's also fun. Hi, Michelle Chastain. Hold on, y'all. I heard you coughing really funny. Are you okay? Is it PT time already? Why do you look like that? You always smile like you've just done something that I need to be afraid of. But being is the fact that you're clothed, I'm going to just never mind. Whatever you're doing is fine. And on your way, you're going to mess with Onyx and make her screech and sound like Cujo. That's fine. So the Rust-Oleum obviously is white. You don't necessarily have to paint it. You guys know that I usually do just to give it an opaque coverage. But as long as you've got, as long as you sprayed it, and you have that layer on there to bond to the surface, you don't have to keep using your bonding primer to make it opaque. You just need a coat down for the bonding. And then go back and just, paint it to be opaque. I'm thinking that I will probably put black bonding primer on the back anyways, instead of the white. But we'll see what we end up doing and how it all looks. All right. Hi, Nancy Church. Putting in new doors. Oh, boy. Oh, goodness. Work. Oh, no. You have to work all weekend? You just got back from Chicago. Did you go visit Mac, Kathy Napick? Oh, I'm sorry, Michelle. Over here, you mean? Hey, did you catch that? So silly, Mac. Mac has a whole storyline for them. Okay, and then I'm just going to go one time here down at the base. I don't know what color will do the rest of the tray, so I'm not too much worried about the rest of it. It's just what's going to be underneath the fabric tissue. I want it to be super opaque. I'm not liking all the brush marks though, even though it's going to be underneath. So hold on. All right. See how much paint was on the tray? You put a little water on there because it's so thick with the chalk paint and the fan, and being on the silver tray was drying it so fast, but there is so much paint that was actually on the tray. We squeeze that out of the brush, there would be so much in there right now. Holy guacamole. All right. My son, just Saturday, Aiden's draining me with all his senior. Oh my gosh, the senior trip, portraits, football clothes, and oh my word. That's so funny because I was talking about that I don't know, like a week or two ago to Trevor, because Trevor's senior year was COVID. So they didn't get to walk. They didn't get to do the senior trip. They didn't get to do senior ditch day. They didn't get to do senior prom. He didn't even get, was it the first 2 years? He didn't even go on to college campus. So they got cheated. Oh, speaking of Trevor, Kathy Napick was in Chi-Town. Speaking of Trevor, so he gets to leave work early today because they're having like some company picnic or something or another. And the place that they're having the company picnic is like 40 minutes from the house. So he says, "Oh, Mom, so-and-so is going to take me there from work." And I'm like, "Oh, great. Is she going to bring you home too?" And he's like, "No, you'll have to pick me up." See, every time I don't sit on my phone, Troy, I swear. And I'm like, what the world? Oh, all right. So then yesterday, we're driving home and he says, "Oh, Mom, somebody else, his other coworker said that she might bring him home, and that you know, after she leaves there, her and her husband, but so leaving from where they are, but when they get closer to town, she has to go out towards like the Bay Area, and then we're the other way. So then he tells her, oh no, isn't that going to be out of your way because you go the opposite way? And she's like, yeah, no, I don't mind. Maybe my husband will meet me in our town because they like to go to a specific Indian food restaurant here or something or another. And I was like, oh, that's very nice of her. Maybe you can, and even if she doesn't, her husband doesn't want to meet her, maybe I can meet you guys closer to before the split, like before she has to go out towards the bay. So that way I don't have to drive all the way out to Neverland to get you. But he was like, well, I don't want to have her drive out of her way. Sweet kid, I love you and all. Thanks for being so considerate to your coworker. We don't want your coworker to drive out of the way. All right, let's see. Let's put that straight up and down. So then he texts me and says, Mom, well, I'll message you and let you know what she says. And I said, oh, to see if they're going to eat here. And he says, yeah. So then he texts me and says, Mom, you're going to have to pick me up. Okay, I don't like that one. We'll put one of the stars here instead, like maybe the gold star or something. That one, that's too big. Maybe, is that one smaller? Those smaller. Yeah, that one's even smaller, yeah. Yeah, it was bad. That time, that class got really, they missed out on all of the experiences, I swear. That would be an expensive Uber. Probably cost about as much as it cost me when I took the Uber to the airport, which was $100-something. Okay, that one's a lot smaller. Okay, we'll use that one. All right, so let's get these Mama Jammas on. Should I? No, it's plastic. Yeah, son, I saw you I raised you so well to be so considerate of other people. What about your mom? You know your mom has to drive really far. Just mom. That's all. Just mom. No biggie. Just mom. That's all. This mom having me drive to Timbuktu land. I said, don't forget, I'm live usually from about 1 to 3. So, you know, don't be messaging me at like 2 o'clock thinking I'm going to jump in the car. Oh, yeah, and don't forget, rush hour. It says it's 48 minutes away right now. That doesn't take into account you telling me to come and get you like at 4 or 5 o'clock. Because he has anxiety and he doesn't like to drive on the freeways. I've said that a few times. And I'm not going to force him to drive on the freeway and then spend my entire time worrying about him. Yes, it's the redesigned transfer tool. I do have these in my store. I don't know, Mary Casey. He probably would have to take an Uber. Or he would wait. To be honest, he'd probably just wait. Hi, Ashley. Hey, Chris. Were you guys hanging out together? He probably would just wait for me. Like he'd just... hang out. But I told him it's probably going to be hot, so... he said it was at a country club. But then he said something about like they're gonna have dunk tanks and something or another, which dunk tank. Oh, but oh my gosh, you guys, look at how pretty that's gonna look. Wait, yes, these are the ornaments in my store. I just took off the little bloop bloop, so I didn't have to keep messing with the. I know, Chris and Ashley came in at the same time. Now, look, y'all, I always say, like, oh, my God, I'm driving. But there isn't not one thing I would do for my kids. And if I needed to drive 24 hours a day, 7 days a week for my kid, I would. I just thought it was funny because he was like, I don't want her to drive out of her way. Ha! Excuse me. What about me? Well, look at that. And then we're going to put the UV resin on there. Oh, wait. Oh. But we need to think of something if we want to do some clay on the sides. Maybe would you bend so I don't have to wait for the clay to dry? Okay, anyways, you're getting ahead of yourself, Carrie. Okay, and then let's put this little doo-woppy. Thank you, Lisa. I know, it's really pretty. Yeah, I'm not I always complain. I'm not complaining that I have to go pick Trevor up. It has nothing to do with Trevor. It's about the dumb drivers that I have to encounter on my way to pick my son up. It has nothing to do with having to pick him up. It's the aggravation that I have to deal with drivers, the people who have somehow gotten their license, which I don't understand how that happens. Oh, that's going to be cute. Wait, what? I know, I always complain, but I'm not complaining. Seriously. Hey, she said catch up, sis. She said catch up, sis. Don't worry, Mary Sharkey. Let me get her for you. I have 45,000, ma'am. You need to catch up, Matt. I got her, Mary. I got you. Actually, they're running a special right now. So if you guys give your code to like your family or something, or if I noticed a couple of you have scanned my code but haven't scanned your first receipt yet. I think they're doing bonus points right now. Look at that. Oh, that's going to be cute. I agree. It would be a good idea for Trevor to drive around home and around your town until he gets caught. He'll drive around town. He'll go pick up my. You agree with who? He'll drive around town. He'll go pick up my prescription if I needed him to, or if he wants to run into Target or something like that. That has nothing to do with it. He bought a brand new Ford Bronco Sport. That's not the thing. It's the freeway. It's the freeway, and he has to drive on the freeway in order to get to work. And no, don't ask me if he could take the back roads, because yes, he could take the back roads, but it would go through the worst part of the next town, which is very dangerous, and also would take him about 2 hours to get to work rather than like 35 minutes. Well, okay, if a normal person drive, maybe about 45 minutes, but me, it takes me about 35. Oh, he is not driving the back roads. If you guys know anything about this town, the next town over has been on the news as one of the worst towns in California. And he is not. No. I grew up down there, and I would walk around down there when I was younger. Not now. Nope. He's not going through that side of town. No, ma'am. I don't care. No way. And there's no way for him to get there unless he went all the way around the damn town. Then it might take him 4 hours to get to work every day. Might as well go work in the Bay Area. Can I help you? Troy, I don't want to sit on my phone. Do you have... Do you have radar or something for when I take my phone off the holster? Go. Okay. Yep. I like it. But I don't know. I do want to put, maybe we'll do like a really tiny trim around it. But we've got to see if the back. Oh my gosh, with resin. Oh yeah. Do you play the games, Mac? Do you play the games? See, that's one thing I haven't done is played the games, because I heard that if you play the games, you can get a lot of bonus points and really quickly. I haven't scanned any receipts yet, but the ones that go to my email, I dump them every night. Isn't that simple? Kathy Dean almost called me by my entire government name. He was right here laughing when I was biting his hand. Hi, Kathy Dean. How is that handsome husband of yours? She said, Terry Ann. Okay, maybe we'll do. They both have like a little dot. Oh, maybe that dot will get covered. Will it get covered? No, it's not centered. Is it gonna miss that dot? Because that dot is way out in the wrong area. You're coming through my car and everybody at the bank can hear. Oh, sookie now. Give me all your money. You want me to yell that real loud? Give me all your money. Oh, I gotcha. Yeah, see, that's sometimes I'll get that because, you know, Troy likes his gummy lifesavers, or if you get like the fruit roll-ups and stuff like whatever that brand is, they will give you bonuses at, excuse my head, at the grocery store. I'm trying to cover that dot, y'all. Hold on. Hold on. Troy, did you go in your brother's room to get that phone case? Because if you did, you are taking your life into your own hands, kid. That doesn't fit because that's for your brother's phone, loco. How did you get? Did you? That's for your brother's phone. Troy, it doesn't fit your phone. Troy, I've given you I bought you all these phone cases and you want your brother's phone case? Are you crazy? No, it doesn't fit it, Popeyes. It doesn't fit, Pops. You can put it in here to watch it like this. Look. You could use it as a thingy-mabopper. Look at like that. See? And then you can watch your videos. You can't yell at me for you. It doesn't fit. Ay, Chihuahua. Troy James. I cannot make it fit. What can I do? Word has it that there's a kid that lives in this house. Okay, maybe he's not a kid. A young man that lives in this house that owns like 1 million of those. You might know him. I'm pretty sure he'd let you borrow a few. Just saying. Fried fish? Oh, what kind of fish? That's what I was thinking if I should yell that real loud, but then Ash might strangle me. For noodles? What kind of noodles? I always get noodles. I have never gotten bonus point for noodles before. Like top ramen noodles, cup of noodles. What kind of noodles? You guys also watch your receipts because if it's not scanned in right, like if whatever the grocery store hasn't labeled it properly, and if there's a promo and you don't get credit for it, you can ask them to review it. And it's like a really easy, quick thing to get your bonus points. I've had to have that done before, and it literally took like, I don't know, a minute. I love them. Oi! Rude. Stop it. Stop it. Alright, that's why. See, why is there a brush guard on my desk? Trash. What is this? That's not trash. That goes over there. Let's put the trash in the trunk. What? What is this? Oh. I thought it was a heart. What I use for Shelly Belly's Lazy Susan, the feeties on her Lazy Susan. I thought there was a heart on the ground. I'm going to say, how did a heart get on the ground? Is the longest peak supposed to be the top or the bottom? Some of the things that I shouldn't care about, I know, but... Oh, restaurant noodles. Does it matter? I think it's supposed to go that way, though, no? Top and bottom, I hope. Well, I put it at the bottom. Thank you for sprinkling, Joanne. I appreciate it so very much. Pop goes the weasel. Look at this kid. Are you kidding me? Is it even charged? It's probably not even charged. That's probably why he's bothering me so much. Harassing me. This is his brother's phone case, by the by. So, if he's messing about in Trevor's room, oh, cuggly muggly, y'all. Oh, sucky, sucky now. Okay, we're going to put that up there. Is this throwaway? Throwaway, 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 throwaway. Okay. We have stamps that we could stamp on the back. I don't know. But I think we put some top coat on these and then we figure out what to do on the back. Our tray is pretty dry too. Gloss. We need the gloss. Glossy. You're the glossy. Oh, nope, it wasn't charged. It's now charging. Glossy. Okie dokie, artichoke. Hi, Miss Linda Baker. Okay, look it. I'm going to take my phone out from underneath my cushion and put it up here. Y'all, where is my FedEx guy? This is kind of bananas to me. He's always here. I don't know that he's ever come this late. Especially when it said it was out for delivery between 10:35 and 12:35. They said fibbers. They said fibbers. Ah! I really should put a little, what you call it, in here so I don't have to hold it. Okay. Let's let those do its thing. Chicken wing. And then A little bit of gloss changes everything, doesn't it? Okay, let's put you guys in front of the fan. No, they're plastic. They're the plastic ones in my store. Okay, let's try that. Next. Please tell me I have my UV resin out here because that would be a very bad day. Let's sit here. Oh, heck. Dude, that's why my phone steady stays on silent, because it makes too much noise. Too many people, too many pages, too many beeps and noises and all that stuff. All right, I think I want the birds. So this one is Christmas in the Countryside, or do I want the truck? Oh, wait, maybe the church. Oh, the church. Church. Hi, Susan Stocking. Yeah, no, he's definitely not going to laugh at that. He's going to be so mad. Oh, no, maybe the church is too... Look at the chickens. Buck, buck, chickens. Maybe the church is going to be too tall. Ugh. That just means I'm going to have to do another tray. I have a lot of trays. I've got a lot of silver. Okay, hold on though, because I wasn't looking at these birds. I was looking, but I kind of like the truck too, and you'll never see me use a truck, but this one might be too long as well. Hold on a minute. Hold on a minute. You know what's happening is I said I wanted to use the birds, so it should just be the birds. Yep, these are all going to be too long. If the birds... All right, fine. Fine. All right, so this one's Christmas Blessings, and I've talked about it every single time. These are reversible, so you can use the front or the back. Just for kicks and giggles, just for kicks and giggles, just because I've tried every other sheet in the pack. Are you too spread apart? Of course you're not. You would fit, wouldn't you? You do fit. They fit. Okay. But that wasn't... Oh, hell no. What did you do with the Sharpie, son? What did you mark all over with the Sharpie, Bubs? And why is it all over your hands, bud? Son, why are you smiling like that? Why is it all over your hand, son? What did you draw on with the Sharpie, Bubba's? Can you bring it to Mommy? Can you bring me your paper? Please tell me you wrote on a paper. Oh, for the love of Pete. Son, what did you do in Mommy's craft room? Huh? Son, what did you do in my craft room? What did you draw on? What did you draw on? Oh, for the love of Pete. I love the one with the church too. And then this one also has like the barn, which I think is really pretty. I love the reds. They're so pretty. Oh, that one is okay in there, actually. That one's actually fine in there. Son. Son. Son, can you go give me your pretty picture? What did you make? You're just right in my way, son. Like, that's my area, and you're all up in my area. Troy, can you go get me your, what you were drawing? What did you write on? Yeah, I want to know. Can you tell Mama? Which way do we want it? Okay. I don't know. Do you guys think we should do... I know, you have Sharpie all over your hands, and I'm just really afraid to see what you did to Mama's craft room. No, you're going to put lotion on it. It's going to go... Oh, my bananas. How much lotion are you... You got lotion for your entire body, Troy. Do you guys think we should do the Cardinals, or do you think we should do the barn? Yeah, I see that. You want some more? I have a lot. There you go. Hi, Robin. Oh, Robin, did you hear what I said yesterday? You weren't here. But I didn't know if you watched the replay. The velvet powder that I ordered for you should be here. Well, I thought it would be here. Thought it was going to be here yesterday, but it wasn't. So I'm thinking it should be here today. So we have the barn, the cardinal, the birdies, the cardinals, the barn, the cardinals, the barn, the barn. Wow, the barn better, huh? Okay, Troy, are you done? Because Mom's about to... You wasted all my lotion. Turkey lips. Nothing like bothering Onyx on the way out. Thanks. Okay. The birds. You guys like this one, huh? Really? Are you serious? So very serious. Serious. I'm so serious. Okay, what are we cutting off? I'm going to cut off a little bit of the dry weeds over there. I'm going to cut off some of the tree over there. Unless we... get more of the tree and less of the... Nah, I didn't put my phone back up there. All right. Yeah? So much patience. You're ordering the cardinals, these ones? So you guys said this though, right? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 1, 2. 1, 3. 2, 3. 3, 3. You guys are no help because it's literally tied. Great. It's tied. Okay. Well, you know. It's tied. I'm going on strike. I'm leaving this place. Crazy people. I kind of like the way that these guys fit better, only because I love the all, and I don't want to lose any bit of this, and I have the rectangle trays that can fit all of the barn. Hey, 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 give me those squeegees. Give me those squeegees. Those are the store squeegees. No. No. Now I really want to know, why do you want squeegees and you came out with a black marker? Why? Okay, pasta sauce. Look at you, think you're faster than me? You're not. Get the heck out of here. Get a squeegee. You cannot have the new squeegees. Sue, come get this boy. Okay, I think we're going to do Cardinals. Troy and Onyx, you make me crazy. I swear to you. Do we want them to go that way or that way? Okay. Actually, it doesn't really matter. So I don't mind them this way. And they made this script so that it's not actual words. All right. I don't want to cut his tail. All right, stop. You guys sound crazy. I know you all think it's all funny and stuff, but it's not. It's not funny. Troy, you're going to fall like that, baby. Don't do that. I think so, too. All right. Stop. Locos. Stop. Onyx. Onyx. Go back to sleep. Troy, go back to destroying my craft room, because I'm sure that's what you've done. Oh. Well. Don't really want it that thin up there, down here. Fold, please. If we make that go center, and this line here is center, I think those are finally the molds. I'm sure you do, Sue. All right, I'm going to just go like that. Is it like that again? Doggone it. Must be a reason why I keep putting it up that high. Is that the molds finally? Telling you, if this is your first time here, this is my life. And I'm sorry if it's annoying and you don't like it. But this is how it is 99.9% of the time. So if you want peace and tranquility, I am not your gal. But please don't send me ugly messages about my son and my dog. What I would suggest you do, if this is bothering you and you want to watch me, is to go over to YouTube and watch the replay and put it on fast play, or just forward through these parts. These are in my store, Susan. This one is called Christmas in the Countryside. All right. So you guys see, just like I break the fibers in the rice paper, I also found that I could do pretty much the same thing with the tissue. You're going to have to use your scissors a little more, though, to disconnect some of, like, I don't even know what it, because it's not fiber, right? But it will still give you, it will still break down that area so that you can, tear it or cut it easier, or get the, the shape that you want, I guess is what I'm trying to say. But you will have to use your scissors a little more than you would on rice paper. On rice paper, I can just, brace one side and pull. Sue just put the link in for you, Susan. But I wouldn't pull too hard, because do you see what can, it's almost, I don't know, not thread or fiber, but what, the tissue, that's whatever type of tissue this is, it will pull. Now, well, don't you dare. Troy, that's where we're gonna get. I'm gonna box your ears. Do you guys want me to get the molds to show you guys? Because I'm pretty sure that's who that was. I should have opened the door and said, "Excuse me, sir, why are you late?" You're never late. Hi, Carla. Thank you very much. I really appreciate that. I try. Some days are easier than others. That's for sure. So I'm just going to go around it a little bit more and break that little part there, because I didn't get it very well. But compared to yesterday, shoot, this is a cakewalk. But I do know and appreciate you guys for accepting my crazy life, because I do know that sometimes it is a little loud and distracting and hard to watch. Actually gonna turn it and put it where I want it and break the other side. Now I could just cut it, y'all. You could just cut it too, but I don't know about you guys. Cutting a circle is not the easiest thing. So I would rather, if I can, just get it to pull. Oh my gosh, Miss Donna, thank you so much for the stars. And Cindy Truitt, your comment that just said barn just came through right now. That is so weird. Unless you just typed it and was like, no, do the barn. When we already have the cardinals out. Okay, I will show you guys. So you see, and it does give you that little feathery edge too. We will still give it a haircut. I tell you guys, even with, you see, this is what I'm talking about. You're going to need to cut a lot more often than you would. But I don't know what I was putting this on, but I tried it to see if I could get it to rip. Now, mind you, this is for a Cricut. I don't have a Cricut. I have a Scan and Cut. But if you see the tip of that, it's not so sharp, but it's enough to break through the fibers on the rice paper and on this fabric, but not pull and ruin the paper. So that's why you guys will see me use this one a lot more, because the ones that they sell like at the Dollar Tree, which is it's in fact a dotting tool for your nails, that is too sharp and that will rip. I wouldn't recommend using the little ones like that. You especially don't want to use something like that on rice paper. This at least is a little more durable, but I still think it would be too much on. See, this is why I didn't want to do it with that thin of an area down here, because I don't have enough to grab. Going to keep going over it until it releases. There it goes. Okay, and then let's cut this so it will break apart. And then that little piece. And then I will get the package. That better have been him. Look at that. Oh my goodness, that's pretty. That's so pretty. Would a bone folder work? You know what, Mary Casey? It probably would. This would be my first choice. If you needed to use a bone folder, hold on. You know I have 7,000 bone folders, so hold on. I wanted to show you the other type. So if you needed to use a bone folder, I would choose even these, the scoring tools. I would choose something like these edges. This one, but I'm telling you, that is too sharp. And I know everybody has these, and I know they come a little thicker. I have the bigger balls. These are too pointy and too sharp for both the papers, both the paper types. I wouldn't recommend this for either one of them. I think it's too much. Hold on. Hold on for a minute. Oh, well, then. I just say that our FedEx guy is fired. However, all of the velvet powders are here. See, I never should have gave the velvet. I never should have given the FedEx man so much credit. Look at how pretty these are, nice and dry now. Oh, why didn't I peek in my craft room? Oh my gosh, those are gorgeous. Okay, so let's get this down, and then, well, actually, let's not. We need to give it a haircut. So I'm just going to kind of pinch and pull to flatten out and pull those fibers out, because you can see, I think you can see, yeah, you can see all those fibers. Those fibers, whenever you put it down, it isn't going to blend nicely. Can you, I don't want to cut it over here. I'm not cutting the tissue. I'm literally cutting those long fibers or hairs. I don't know what to call them on this fabric tissue stuff. So you see, that's all I'm cutting off, because that will show whenever you're painting. So I'm going to pinch and pull flat, and then we're just going to give it a haircut. Again, I don't want to cut the tissue at all. Doesn't matter. I don't know. It doesn't matter. Hi, Vicky. Thank you for sprinkling. God only gives special children to special moms. Aw, thank you, Susan. A bone folder was anything that I just showed you. Oh, Mary Casey. Hi, Karen. Y'all, I cannot. I wish that I could, like, no, I wouldn't. I wouldn't go into detail because I just couldn't do it, but I wish I could speak a little bit more freely and not have to be so, like, Morse code, because especially yesterday when I needed to tell somebody my pain, and trying to make sure that I was saying, like, appropriate words, but still trying to convey what I was saying was so difficult. It was funnier though when I was because Nick didn't realize, Nick came home when I was live, so he didn't realize anything that had happened. So, but he is not the type that particularly enjoys kind of stories like anything like that. So I couldn't even really tell him. So yeah, those of you who have been waiting for the velvet powders, they are all here. And the contour liners and the decor glue tacky, it's all down here. But yeah, so I had to speak to him in Morse code as well while I was trying to tell him what I was going through yesterday. And the entire time he was just going, put it right here, baby. You want mama to watch whatever you're watching? You can put it right there, okay? Because this is hot. You gotta keep nice hands away, okay? Gotta be nice hands, okay? And keep it away. All right, I'm just gonna use a little bit of parchment paper. Usually I don't. Usually I go right on it. You could do it either way. You could use parchment paper as a little bit of buffer, but usually I just iron right straight onto the fabric tissue. I've never found that it has done anything, but I wanted to get that line out of the middle there. I think it's good. Okay, pasta sauce. Are your spectacles dirty? Can you not see out of your spectacles? Dame besitos. But can you please tell me what did you do to my craft room? Like series. No, I didn't say I wanted more kisses. I said I wanted to know what you did to my craft room. Like series. Could you just be serious and tell me? All right, so you guys know I love the 3D gloss gel. And they are still out of this. I don't know when it's coming back, but they are in the squeezy tubes, in the small squeezy tubes. I have a ton of these in the store, but the big mama jammas, I don't know what the dealio was that is. I know things take longer now because of the whole, tariffs and stuff, so guess it doesn't really matter what is straight. I'm just gonna kind of, I don't know, doesn't matter. We all knew what you meant. You got your pointer, huh? Oh my gosh. I'm glad you guys knew me. Because then that was another thing. I was like, I'm not crazy. Do you guys understand what I'm saying? It was a lot. It was a lot. Oh, also, Robin, if you're still here, they don't sell the purple in the big, the 17 grams, the big one. I got you the black in the 17 grams, but I just bought a bunch of the 4 grams because they don't sell the purple in that size. I don't know when they stopped or if they ever did, because I even looked in my stash and I don't have any of the purple in that size either. So, like, they had that size in the black and the white, so maybe they just did it in, like, the base colors that we would mix. Sorry, guys, I know it was like squirrel, but I just thought of that right now. But yeah, so me trying yesterday to tell you what I would like to convey, what I was going through, but to watch my words. But I really just wanted to just be like, look, this is what he did. I need my, and I just gave him my pink one. I'm not using my light pink one because that's not necessary. I'm not using this one. I'll use the back of the DQ one. Don't use your felt side because you're going to ruin it. It's not as wet as like decoupage varnish and glue would be, but it still does come through a little bit and you don't want it to mess up your That's what I needed to say a few times, Brioni. I seal my transfers with a couple of different things. Um, what my go-to has been yesterday is the Bare fast drying polyurethane, and I have my most favorite is the gloss, but I do have it in the satin and the matte. I would say my next favorite varnish would be the solvent based varnishes by Pintart, the gloss, and then they do have it in a matte. If you want matte, it's like that on purpose. You just need to shake it up. But the only reason why I don't use this on camera with you guys is because it is solvent and it does have a very, very strong smell. And I don't like to do this around Troy or the animals. So typically I will do it when I'm kind of alone and Troy's down. And then I will lock it. I will put it in my craft room and then close the door. And I have a fan that stays on all night. So if you this is the one that you need to use whenever you're using fine line crackle. But the shine that you get from the solvent varnishes is beautiful. And so, those are my two go-tos. That's the only reason why you guys don't see me use the Pintart one when I'm with you guys. Is number one, it takes longer to dry as well because the ones that I use are water-based, and obviously fast drying is in the name. But typically, whenever if I'm auctioning off my stuff, which I usually do, before it leaves here, I almost always go over it with the solvent, unless I've already done like 3 or 4 coats of the polyurethane, because it's that good. So those are my two go-tos for the transfers. For anything, actually. Those are just my go-to top coats, period. Hi, Carol. Oh, no. Your next order? Okay. You're welcome. Anytime. Yeah, I would use the solvent, more or just as I do, but I don't like that smell around Troy. And even when I use it, the fan has to be on, window open, because it's solvent. Anything you use solvent has a very strong smell. I would, if you are using fine line crackle, you have to use the solvent. And if you are very sensitive to smells, I recommend that you do put on a respirator. Which I have over there, but you guys will never get me to put that on while I'm live. I look like a cuckoo person. This, yes, I realize doesn't have anything on the brush, but because I can't get close to the edges with my squeegee without being too rough with the paper, that's why I'm just using a clean, dry brush. to come in from the middle and push out to lay the edges flat. Yeah. And then I like using just these little, but you could put it down with a brush. I think these are actually makeup tools. You can get them at like the Dollar Tree, I believe. I got them 3 or 4 pack on Amazon. But you could use a brush to brush it on as well. It's just thicker, so it's easier just to kind of move it through with this. But I like the squeegee for the same purposes that I use it whenever I'm decoupaging, because you see how thick that gel is under there. And well, you guys can't because it's white, and it's kind of haphazardly put on there, right? It's kind of here, there, everywhere. The squeegee will always move the product evenly. I don't know if you could see, but there's a bubble right there, so it's pushing the product around so that the paper lays evenly and it doesn't have wrinkles. So that's what all that extra product is around the side. Is the squeegee's just pushing it flat. Bye, Laurel. It was so good to see you. Hope you have a fantabulous weekend. I'll probably see you tomorrow. Y'all, I gotta figure out what I'm gonna do for Creative Hour. Holy guacamole. I like being the host. Okay, make sure you lay those edges down. That's another reason why you want to give it that haircut. All right, now we're going to go around with the pokey tool because I know for a fact that there's going to be some little edge, see, that's not down. It always happens. This would be a great time to have a lazy Susan. All right, I'm pretty happy with that yet. All right, let's go over it really quickly with the varnish. Now, remember I told you guys about making sure you don't overwork that first layer, especially whenever you're using fabric tissue, because it will ball up and do something strange. And time flies when you're having fun, doesn't it? I'm trying to see if Trevor's messaged me like, come when you're done, Mom, but he hasn't. Sookie now. Remember when I turned it really hot yesterday to bend the, what's it called? They do look nice on there. Hi, Gabby. Is it hot again? All right. Let's get some of the gloss. The glossy varnish. The glossy. So what I was saying yesterday is you kind of want to just put it on that first layer. You don't want to overwork it, and then just let it be, and then come back, and you can always put, you know, another coat on afterwards, but you don't want to keep going because something happens, at least that I have found, and I've seen it happen. There starts to like ball up, like little lint balls or something. I don't know. It's weird. Oh, that's an idea, Wendy. That'd be super easy too. Probably wouldn't take me no time. Put the paper down, and there's the Lazy Susan. I'll put the mechanism on later. All done. Thanks for joining me today. Have a good one. See you later. Okay. So, before I leave you guys, we know I'm going to do the UV resin, which that will cure really quick, fast, and in a hurry. I guess we could. I'm trying to figure though, something needs to be done on the back, and I don't know. I want something shiny. But then it would just be like one. Because the diameter doesn't fit. But that's silver. It's gold on the front. Yeah, but we need to figure out I'm not mad at that. What do you mean? Like a large star? Just stencil a large star on there? This is me being lazy and not pulling out my big ream of stencils. I'm trying to just see what I have sitting right here. The heart is the heart from Mare's French Quarter stencil too big. Yeah. Now, mind you know, I have a bunch of Christmas stencils. I just wasn't pulling them out yet. But before I leave you, because we're going to have to figure out something to do on the back. Oh, cuddly Mamma Mia. Mamma Mia. This is why I didn't, because this is just one ream. All right, hold on. I'll just see if something like, I don't know. Whoops. I'm surprised Onyx isn't sitting here. She's usually right here. All right. No, I don't like any of them. All right. so that's our job for, hey, that's the job for, there we are. That's the job for next time is we need to figure out what to do on the back. I'm not mad at this stencil. I know this, so this is Dainty and the Queen's stencil. But I think that the way that it's shaped, that we could totally take some of those elements, because that looks like the top of like a flower to me, but we could extend that on there. But even just, it gives us a bunch of the designs and stuff. So I really like this one. And then we also have to finish the tray. I've got to figure out what color to paint the outside. I actually think thorn would be really pretty. But then again, I don't know if I want to do, and I know I'm not stepping on Nicole because she's going to a concert. I would use moss green, but it's out of stock. But look at. So I'm thinking if we use like a really beautiful, oh, Koogly Moogly. Have you guys seen this one? So this is what I have, precious rubies in my store. So pretty. But anyways, that's easy enough to find some paint to do around there. But I'm thinking we'll do like, who will be the host? I'm thinking we'll do. I'm leaning towards like the thorn color, but we'll see. But we're definitely going to do some of the snow ice crystal pins and stuff like that. We'll definitely do some of that. But yeah, we'll figure something out. This little one, the joy. I was thinking about the joy might be cute to do that star, like Sue was saying, to do the star on the one with the baby Jesus, to do the star first and then put joy across the star, like to do the star in one color and then do the joy over it. So I don't know, I think that might be pretty cool. But anyways, I hope you guys have a fantabulous rest of your day. I will wait for Trevor to tell me when to go pick him up in Never Neverland. And also Saturday will be Kimberly from Yesterday's Tomorrow. So if you're not doing anything on Saturday, come join us on Creative Hour. I'm going to go look to see what he did with that Sharpie and pray that it's not on my craft chair or on my table. Anyways, have a fantastic rest of your evening. Have a fantabulous weekend. And I'll see you later. Talk to you soon. Bye.